Hey everyone, this is why it's going to be a lot harder for Donald Trump to win the 2024 election and how. By the way. So, thank you for watching, and now we're going to get right into it. First question, what does he have to do to win? Well, firstly, there are 4 major states that will contribute heavily to the role of winning the 2024 election. California, Texas, Florida, and New York. Florida and New York are more opposites, as New York is Democratic and Florida is more Republican. Texas is also Republican and California is completely Democratic. Now, so we can always start off by saying that Texas, Florida, those are pure Republican states. California, New York, pure Democrat states. Another bunch of states are Indiana, Iowa, Idaho, Montana, and also Georgia and South Carolina. This brings them up to 120 electoral votes. These electoral votes will matter, by the way. And of course, all of these northern states are actually more Republican. Sorry, I mean Democrat, not Republican. And of course, now we go on to these types of states, where Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, Arizona, and of course Kansas, Oklahoma, and South Dakota and North Dakota are more Republican or semi-leaning Republican. Same thing with Washington, Oregon, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Also, by the way, Illinois is completely Republican. I mean Democratic. And now, of course, we also have Kentucky, Tennessee, and of course Missouri, and which are also Republican states more. Also, Colorado is more going to be like a lighter state. And also Nebraska is going to be a lighter state. Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and of course North Carolina, West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. And also Maine. But Virginia is also going to be Democratic, and so is Hawaii. Alaska is also going to be more of like a Democratic state. Now, actually, in hindsight, this is in hindsight. This is only if you say all of them have to be one or the other. Now, all of them can be something else. Like for instance, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota. You know what? No, not Minnesota. And of course, we also gotta talk about the other states that will play a major role in this election. Virginia. And of course, Georgia and Arizona.
Come on, let's eat.
Anyway, another state.
Go eat.
Another state which would matter quite a lot is
Go eat. Go. Go eat.
Is of course also going.
Go eat.
It may be
Go
Nebraska.
Eat.
And of course, this is 108 electoral votes. These 108 electoral votes is going to matter quite a lot. Really more like 107, considering the fact we're also counting counties, and we all kind of know Nebraska's kind of just going to be Republican. Putting that into hindsight, we can all depend upon that. But also, these other states are probably going to be Democratic / Republican. So now that's only 101 votes. These 101 votes are going to matter severely. And now, of course, we are going to first dive into the first state, Arizona. Now, in the last election, it was Democratic, but at this point, based off of recent polling, it's shown to be more Republican. So it's going to be more leaning towards Republican. Now, Wisconsin and Michigan, I think is going to be more. It's going to be more Democratic. Wisconsin and Michigan. Republican states like Ohio and Pennsylvania will matter quite a lot also in the election. Now, it's these two states that will really depend upon the end game. Because now, if they get both of these states, it's a complete tie. However, let's say they do not get both the states. If both the states actually end up becoming Republican, then it will end up becoming completely in favor of the Republicans. Now it's really more expected to be. Oh, sorry. It's expected to be more like a half and half, where Virginia is Democratic and Georgia's Republican, and this is fine too. If for the Republicans need to gain a lot of these particular states and need to kind of just get most of the rural states as they always did in order for them to win in the next election. Unfortunately, because of Colorado and New Mexico, it's making it a little bit harder for them to gain too much opposition over the entirety of the rural states. Now, how do I know about Wisconsin and Michigan? Yeah, you might be thinking, but there's polling that says it's going to be Republican. Yeah, you might be right, but frankly, they were Democratic the last time, and I do not think they're going to change. They couldn't care less, and they're way Democratic. They're way full on Democratic. I have no idea whether or not they're going to be full Republican or full Democratic, but still, it's going to matter in the end game. Also, Virginia would actually be more of a Democratic leaning state. However, this is just a prediction. Now, what about the Democrats? And of course, the Democrats need to try to gain all of the following states to be completely dark blue for them to win: California, Oregon, Washington, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and this part of Maine. That brings them to 226 electoral votes. Of course, they also need to win Illinois, Colorado, and New Mexico. And of course, if they can win Ohio, that will bring them to 277 electoral votes. But these states aren't really that much. And now the Republicans are purely Republican states are that part of Maine, Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, South Carolina, Texas, Florida. Arizona is not going to. However, these states, for instance, Nevada, Utah, in Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North and South Dakota, I'll be right. Iowa, and of course, Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas, and Arkansas, and Alaska. Also, the Democrats might win Hawaii, as per usual. Now, if they win all the other states, they will win. However, it's unlikely. If the Democrats win all the other counties, they'll win. But it's unlikely that will happen. They will probably end up only winning one of these states. However, they still got a whole lot more ground to make up, which would be easy to make up in Arizona, Oklahoma, and all these southern states here, because they were Republican for several years, and I don't think that they're going to be changing anytime soon. And of course, DC is going to be Democratic, but Ohio and North Carolina. North Carolina has always been a Democrat, and it's always been a Republican state. And Ohio was Democratic, I believe, the last time. Sorry, no, it's a Republican. That's why I'm thinking it's going to be Republican again. as it was only barely Republican, I think, but still it was a pretty close call. Now, if they win it, they will win, and with two electoral votes ahead. And that is exactly what I mean when I say I think the Democrats are going to lose this election, unless that is they cheat. Now you can say no, they didn't cheat, but I'm not going to argue. I don't know whether I'm doing my own research. Please do not have another debate about this in the comments. I mean, you guys can, but please stop using this disgusting language. Differentially, this is meant towards kids. I heard some of you guys saying some really, really, really disgusting things in the comments using swear words. Please do not do this. This is making me upset. Because I don't want to have to keep producing videos. I'm not going to keep producing videos if you guys can't control your language and act like civilized human beings. Be adults, act your age. Please, keep it civil. If you guys want to have a nice conversation about politics, that's fine. You're well within your right to do that. But don't use disgusting language. Do not use swear words or excessive swearing, especially. Thank you, and have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode. Also, thank you for almost 1,000 views. That was like humongous. I was very, very happy. See you guys in the next episode.